Well, good morning to one and all on this bright and sunshiny Sunday on January 25th, 2026. How did that happen? I don't know. I'm still saying 2025 after everything, but we'll all get there. We got a real treat for you this morning with Valda. She's going to enlighten us. Valda with an A. Valda with an A. And yeah, she's one of those extra nice people. So I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. And I'm actually feeling very thankful to be here, very grateful to be here this morning, because it's been a little bit of a trial. Yesterday, my washing machine sprung a leak and kind of flooded out part of the basement. So it wiped out some things that were down there in boxes, and it also wiped out my rehearsal time. So I got up very early this morning and went through everything and found myself feeling quite grateful for the opportunity to be here in the spirit in which we gather. There's such a positive feeling, and I thought for the first song, what this inspired is rather than it be kind of a congregational sing-along, I'm going to sing a song to you for my sense of gratitude for what you bring, for the openness and the sense of community. And I'm also very appreciative of the fact that you're not all soggy. So it's this song is called Beautiful, and it's about you guys. All right, we're getting bigger. Take a moment to feel your breath. Feel your spirit come alive. Feel the energy rising up inside, growing strong from deep within. With your inner light shining oh so bright, you're beautiful. With your inner light shining oh so bright, you're beautiful. Take a moment to touch your dreams. Hold that image in your mind. That shining vision of all you hope to see, dawning like a new sunrise. With your inner light shining oh so bright, you're beautiful. And you can sing along to those two words if you want. With your inner light shining oh so light, your with your inner light, shining oh so bright, you're beautiful, you're for all you beautiful folks out there. And now we're going to sing something that's actually in the songbooks on page 3, and it's called A Light in This World. And it is sing-alongy. So it's on page 3 in the books. A Light in This World. Get to turn this over to Tina Thrussell.
Got caught with only having one shoe half on. Hang on. Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Oh my gosh, you really do shine so brightly. Oh, if you could only be here and see what we get to see. It's just delightful. So we are so grateful that you persevered with what's going on out there. There's a big hockey tournament, so there was like no parking, and I know some of you had to walk blocks to get here. So thank you for that. Thank you for persevering, because your presence here does make a difference. No matter where you are on your spiritual journey, you're always welcome here at Unity of Calgary. So whether you're a regular or here for the first time, we welcome you. And again, thank you for being here. I would like to begin with an affirmative prayer. And it occurs to me that the song We Shine is really an affirmative prayer of its own. But let's just seat that a little deeper. I'll invite you to uncross arms and legs and just become comfortable in your seat. And if it feels comfortable to close your eyes, it helps to eliminate that visual stimulus and just become fully present to being right here, right now. Feel your breath as you breathe in. And just say, and release any tension and stress on that exhale. And as you breathe in, know that you're breathing in the light and love that is all around us, and allow it to fill your heart. Fan that flame, that little spark of light and love that is in your heart. With each breath in, allow it to burn brighter and brighter. It is in this place of living in the love vibration that we come to unity, that we come together, that we take our presence out into the world. And we know from past experience that sound is a powerful vibrational frequency that can carry an intention into the world. And so what we are inviting you to do now is to take that love vibration that you feel in your heart, that spark of light and love, and we're going to emanate it into the world on the sound of ah. So with each breath in, imagine that you're increasing that love vibration to a level that it just has to escape. It needs to be shared. Let's breathe in together and say, ah. And another breath in. And yet another. And seeing extend way, way beyond the city. We just feel that love. Feel it emanating and flowing out into the world. And let's take this moment while we're in this space, even with your eyes closed. We're going to make our commitment to be in that vibration of love. So I'll invite you to repeat after me. Unity of Calgary, is committed to life in the vibration of love. And I too am committed to living in the love vibration. And with that, let's take one more breath and say one more ah. Ah. It's so beautiful, all the involuntary smiles on your faces. It is a beautiful feeling, that feeling of love. And it's there with us every day, It is our reminder that the divine is with us and within us in every moment. We simply have to be conscious of that breath. And so now I'm going to invite our Neil Williams to come forward and read our daily word. And I have to tell you, I'm envious of anybody who gets to read that quote from Charles.
Thank you. And I'm sure many of you do know this quote, so if you do, say it with me, please. Zeal. I bring my zeal and passion to life. To life, thank you. Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore wrote in his 94th year, I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm and spring forth with a mighty faith to do the things that ought to be done by me. His example shows me that regardless of my age or station in life, zeal is a divine gift, a part of me, always mine to call upon. Through it, I feel enthusiastic and energetic about life. I express joy and excitement as I live, love, and share of myself through service. I am purposeful, passionate, and positive. I live authentically and make a bold impression on the world. I share my talents and gifts with a spirit of generosity and service. I begin each day with eagerness and end it with gratitude, happy to share my zeal. Worship the Lord with gladness. Come into his presence with singing. Psalm 100, verse 2.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you very much. And now we have a special treat. I'm very excited about this because most of us know that our dear friend Cecil Wantner has been struggling a little bit with his health. And when I asked him about his Unity moments, he said, I'm just not up to it. I'm leaving that behind. But then I got an email from Claude saying, Cecil has written a Unity moment and he'd like me to share it. And I'm like, yay! That's such a good sign. And it was a very long Unity moment. So I asked Claude to just present the first half of it this week. So stay tuned next week. And that goes for you too who are at home and maybe not in the room with us. We'll have another recording for you to be tuning in on next week to get the rest of the story. Claude.
The Unity moment for today is honoring our Unity origins. It was written by Rachel Wooten, Director of Movement, Redesign and Operations with Unity Worldwide Headquarters. Charles and Myrtle Fillmore never set out to build a traditional church. Their mission wasn't about creating institutions, rules, or rigid structures, but rather about empowering individuals through spiritual education, healing, and a metaphysical understanding of truth. Notice how we don't say Reverend Charles or Reverend Myrtle. That's because their legacy was built on religion, titles, or hierarchy, but on a deep lived spirituality that invited others into their own awakening. And Cecil told me when Charles was okay with putting the word reverend in front of their name was because they were getting a 25% discount to get on the train. I had to laugh when he told me that. Unity began with simple yet powerful correspondence courses sent through the mail. Silent Unity came a while later. Today, the modern equivalent is online spiritual learning, accessible anytime, anywhere. They weren't building a monument, they were igniting a movement. Not a church with walls, but a consciousness without limits. Not a religion to follow, but a truth to embody. The Sunday service wasn't part of a formal blueprint. It emerged organically. It was a natural response to the deep yearning of people had to learn to heal themselves, connect with the divine experience community, share spiritual practices, and receive soul nourishment. As we continue this work, it's vital to remember we are not here to replicate traditional church models, structures, or processes. We are not building walls, hierarchies, or borders. What we are creating is a space for spiritual exploration, awakening education, and personal transformation. When we gather on Sundays, it's not for rigidity or religious routine. It's for something deeper, something alive, exciting, and dynamic. Stay tuned. When we share a deeper purpose of our gathering next Sunday. Thank you.
And thank you, Cecil, for taking that time to research that. So we are here today for some dynamic learning growth opportunity for potentially some transformation, courtesy of Valda Harris. Excuse me. Valda has fans. And that's because her work is so deeply rooted in her diverse background in education, and it's joined with her parallel journey in practical spirituality. She believes our own lives, with all of their messy imperfections, are the greatest path to individual and collective growth. She deeply believes in the innate and infinite potential of every individual to grow their life from the inside out. Valda is a spiritual practitioner at the Centers for Spiritual Living. She's the founder of Eternal Effect, a coaching and consulting business that guides individuals to access and apply the spiritual side of their nature to experience ever more freedom and fulfillment in life. And I have personally experienced her coaching, and I will vouch for that. That is exactly what it does. She feels privileged and grateful to be alongside people of all ages, stages, and backgrounds as they grow to live their dream. And we feel privileged and grateful to have you in our midst today. So everyone help give a warm welcome for Valda Harris.
Thank you so much, and thank you for this opportunity to be here and with you. I know that I'm in the presence of like-minded, life-growing individuals. A little closer to the mic. Thanks, Katie. I did move you in close. I know that you're used to a big circle, and I thought last time I was here, that circle was so big, and I love circles. I love them. That's how I taught. I wanted those circles, but when they got really large, I felt like I wasn't connecting, so I'd get the kids really close. So you're lucky you're not on a carpet here right at my feet. Yeah, in those days, they would sit really close because it was a pantyhose day every day. And there'd be a few of them that would be up and down my legs, so you should be grateful that there's actual chairs here today. And so am I. So thank you again. I wanted to bring us into. I said to Bob, I'm a little nervous because I'm moving into new ground, and as a coach, I know that that's a good sign. So today will be very interactive in the sense that you have had a full month, and many of you have been every week, in learning about and deepening your understanding, your perspective, your growingness of what light is. And another thing that really influenced this was Susan sending a beautiful wasn't a podcast, but a little video, which was about creating over consuming. And I know from my background in teaching that it's our own personal involvement where the real growth is. And so this is an opportunity for us today to go inward. And I know you do lots of that here. And it was so interesting as I was doing my little morning practice and realizing, okay, I can just let this go. And sure enough, everything that was already said today has come up. It was part of what you're going to be experiencing. And not surprised, but always kind of amazed and grateful for this connection, this oneness, this unity that we truly are. And so today, we're going to be tapping in. And so if you're from home and watching from home, you might need a pencil and a piece of paper. You've all got one on your chair. And just a quick reminder, and Tina, your treatment was so powerful and exactly what I would have said. And so I'm just gonna leave that there. There will be some sharing, and I will be having you work in partners. So it's a good idea right now if you could decide who your partners are. I'm going to start with that second row here and here. Actually, I'll need Doug up front. So I guess it'll be Tina and Neil, and these two together. Neil and, yes, together. And then we'll move into pairs this way. And then, have we got 1, 2, 3, 4? Anyway, I'll leave this to you because I know you can. Just so that you're aware, after this, what I'll be asking you to do is to do a bit of writing, after you've had this little brief meditation. So I'm going to begin today by inviting us into a meditation that I'm adapting from Swamini Vishwa Pratibha, and she is a Swamini from Okotoks. And Neil and I have met her through weekly Om chanting groups that she holds at the library there. And we've listened to a talk of hers as well. She was at the Foothills Spiritual Life Center. And they bring in people from all walks of life to share their spiritual journey and their leadership and their understanding about that. She grew up in Calgary, and she has a super interesting life story, and I know people would really find it interesting. So practicing with her is deepening, and I'll speak for Neil too, our experience of unity and opening us up to even more, to the ancient wisdom that is this through line in awareness. And the meditation I'm borrowing from is one that she has used in her past as a Swamini, working with youth at risk. That actually, more so, they're incarcerated, so incarcerated youth. So after the meditation, please begin writing or sketching or being in the space that follows, whatever it is that is right for you. There's some guiding questions just inside the front of the booklet, and that's if you find them helpful. Number 1 is kind of where I was at, but since I wrote all this, it's already evolved, so we'll just see what resonates with you. And I've also written them on the chart paper here that I will share with those that are at home. Keep your pen flowing if you can. It's just going to be a short minute of writing after you've had the meditation. And allow what wants to be revealed in that minute or so after the meditation or talk. We're moving this into that embodiment of whatever it is that wants to come through us. I know last week it was Deborah who was talking about this idea that we're not a container, but we're a conduit, we're a channel for this light, for this energy. And so we allow that to be this experience today, and then just see and brainstorm for yourself what is coming out for you. And if and when you feel a pause, just touch and bring your breath and awareness back to your heart, like Tina guided us earlier with. And see and feel, like she guided us, that light growing there, and continue your own inner collection as it feels right for you. Feel good? Okay. Thanks for playing with me. So I'm going to invite us to get comfortable in your chair in whatever way feels right for you. You don't need to think about the booklet right now or anything, just to be present. Take that deep breath, inhale and drop your shoulders. Empty all of the air out of your chest and your stomach. And continue to inhale and exhale with depth at just the right pace for you. In your imagination, picture yourself gently standing up. Visualize your body as a suit. Find the zipper at the top of your head and unzip it from your head all the way down to your feet. See it open up, and pull your arms out of your sleeves and drop it down and step your feet out of the suit. Witness yourself as a glowing being, light, your true self. Look down at the suit that is lying on your chair and watch it with appreciation and love for all the life that it has given you up until now and will continue to do so over time. It is temporary. It's not you, but you wear it with love to go through this reality. Experiencing yourself as this glowing light being, expand so that you are a glowing orb, a huge ball of light and love. It is your essence. While staying connected to this beautiful planet of ours, notice that string of connection glowing along with you. You are floating slightly above the floor. Inhale and feel yourself lift off, moving higher in the room, expanding in love and light with each inhale as if you were inflating a balloon. Feel yourself float up and up, gently touching the ceiling of the room. And with your next inhale, you pass easily through the ceiling, the roof, and are hovering gently above this beautiful space. Enjoy and breathe into the freedom and expansion of being out of that bodysuit for this moment. being you, your true self. And with each inhale, rise up in the sky. Feel the breeze. Hear the laughter on the ice rink. There may be birds. See and feel the warmth of the sun. And look down. The place you were is getting smaller and smaller. Roads, houses, the fields. There's a big smile on your face as you keep drifting up. You're in the blue. As you reach the barrier of the ozone layer, you pass gently through it. You are now in the darkness of space. You float up and you join the other stars in the sky. Peace, love, freedom, light, color, life. Gently begin the journey back, floating back through the darkness, through that ozone layer in the blue sky, down closer to the planet, back into your country, back into Calgary, and gently drop down. Bounce gently off the roof. Inhale, exhale, pass through the roof, the ceiling, and back to your chair. There, beautifully laid out for you, is a brand new bodysuit. It's perfection. No flaws, no injuries, no illness. It's perfect. Just as you put this bodysuit on every morning when you get up. Feet in, pull it up, pull the arms on, pull the head up and zip it all the way from your feet to the top of your crown. You're allowed to experience perfection. Let yourself be healed. Let your body be rejuvenated. Let this bodysuit reflect your true soul. When you feel ready, we'll take a few moments to just jot down whatever has come to your heart in awareness. It could be a sketch as well. It could just be resting in it. invite you to finish that last thought, knowing that in your awareness, as there's more that wants to be revealed, that it will be. And now, in your partnerships, I'm inviting us to a very kind of condensed share. 1 or 2 ideas that each of you share with each other that came to you through this experience. And so we're building on each other. It may be something that was just interesting or curious. I've never thought of it that way before. Or just, it might have just been a sensation, whatever it is for you that kind of takes it into 1 or 2 or 3 words is that sharing for now. Because I think I've got till 11:30, is that right? So, yeah, we'll just do it like that. Okay, we'll take a minute to share, and then we'll bring you back. I'll play my chimes so you know. You don't have somebody? You want to move over to Brenda? Oh, she's gonna. Oh, Deborah's there. Sorry, I'm just micromanaging. That is so cool. Did everyone have a chance for those few words? You need 45 more seconds? Listen, I'm down to 10. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm going to draw the line. There is no line. And like I said, mostly everything I was going to talk about was so wonderfully taken care of at the start. So I'll just do a little bit of editing as I go. I want you mostly to be experiencing and feeling and connecting with your own light. Neil wanted me to bring to the idea that when Swamini discussed how it was to actually share this meditation with those young children, they're boys, all young boys, how they were able to ground. And as they came in, like that sense of freedom is what they felt. And I thought, what a gift. And what a gift for all of us that we have that in us to be able to move always to that inner light that's there for us. So this realization, I started thinking like concepts. So every month here, there's concepts. And the concept this month was light. And I watched all of the playbacks of everybody's talks this week and realized the connections that were running through them. So I thought I'd bring that to awareness as we start, but also the realization that it's something that we take for granted. I know I do. I shouldn't put myself in the collective we, but this idea that the sun always rises, it always sets, that it's here for us, that it actually represents life here on this planet. But this idea of life and concepts themselves, that evolves over time. I loved teaching concepts to children in school because I knew all those facts would dissipate and change and, go by the wayside, and they would integrate some and some would not go anywhere near them. But the concepts live in us, especially when we live as the concept. So that you're not teaching stuff to kids, but you're teaching kids a concept or an idea that will not stop growing for a lifetime. And that's why I was excited about this idea of taking this concept of light and seeing for ourselves how that's evolved over time. Through Doug and Deborah's sharing, we learned that science is proving that we are born as light, and that this leaves us when we leave these bodies. So the only thing different is that we will be, we'll cut that little thread at some point that's connecting us to this amazing experience of being living light here on this planet as part of all the rest of it that is living light, that the planet itself is. And so I loved how Deborah called this being literally sparked into existence. That really captured my attention. I thought, yeah, because that's what, somewhere in me, I know that's true. Somewhere I knew that that is what it is. And now to see that all kind of being connected back through all kinds of forms. So reading and beginning to study the work of Sue Morter, I really love the idea of this continuum of energy and how you've been talking a lot about vibration right in your unity statement at the start, is vibration. That we are this energy, that we are connected as one with this energy, and our bodies are no different, they're not separate from it. That we, as a body, are a continuum of that energy slowing down into form. And so that is something that excites me, because for the longest time, the body for me was like a separate appendage. And it's sort of treated like, okay, I'm just gonna use it to get me up and get what I need to get done. But now to understand it as this sacred vessel, this sacred conduit, that every cell and particle and system of me is that light, makes me live differently. And so, all of you have heard this little light of mine. I was going to put you through that. We sung that song from the time we could talk. And there's a lot in it that is true, that still resonates. Now, the part that somebody could blow it out, especially the you-know-who, that's not a thing in my thinking of it. But so much of it is true, that we let it shine. And this is something that we consciously choose. So the will that Alara and Deborah led us through on their talks, to let it shine. We let the lampshades of identity, belief, history, conditions, what's going on around us that Deborah spoke of, be integrated into the one life that I am. Bit by bit, allowing more and more of our true essence to show, because I'm not getting rid of anything. This is all part of this whole human experience. And with conscious awareness, we notice where we're blocking the light or filling our pockets, as Katie said, with the weight of our mistakes and our hurts and our disappointments, our judgments about ourselves. And we decide to release them into the wholeness of our being for more light to be revealed and to walk with a lighter step. Doug, oops, no. I said, we reclaim our spiritual name. And that was from Alara for the white stone ceremony. So beautiful. We practice gratitude, as Doug reminded us. And also that when we reach out for someone to share it with, that a community of like-minded evolvers, light-minded evolvers, I made, yeah. I made that up. I didn't, I know, but this provides the container to strengthen our faith and our purpose together. We lighten up, we brighten up, we allow ourselves to get curious about what lights us up. We look for and expect the light at the end of the tunnel. It's who we are. So this little bit, how am I doing? I am okay. Okay, thank you. So this idea that we are the light, as Deborah reminded us, we're designed to be channels, not containers. And what does this mean to you personally? And this is what I would like to share next. So it's another little spell of that little teensy-beensy bit of sharing. But, you know, it's something that you can bring with you as you go. And this other question, as we tend to our own light, we tend to the light in all. That was her final statement, and it was like a shiver, and still is when I say it. Doug, Katie, and Alara all spoke of ways to tend our light. They all provided strategies and experiences for that to be, to clear our channel. So the question that I'm asking is, what does this mean to you, and how do you tend to your light? And we'll just take a minute with your journaling. Ten more seconds to finish. Good. You're that girl? Done, teacher? Oh. And now with your partner, a very quick, just a quick kind of insight shared with one another. Thank you. A little louder. This is in my meditations in the morning. You are your own guru, it keeps saying. And that's what I know for each of us. So as we take this time to reflect about ourselves as light and what that means for us in this moment, having this human experience, we can trust and know that what comes to us is for us. In this circle, and this is why it's been so exciting to think about, because I've come to know some of you quite well now, and to feel and hear the depth and the awareness that is a part of this circle that really is grown and magnified by the work that's done together here. One of the things I know you know, and it was so cool that, Claude, you read that little bit about Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, and the whole purpose of healing and all of that, because that also popped into my consciousness this week. So this idea that as we join our hearts and our minds together with focused intention, we are making a difference through sharing our light. We're here today because of the powerful insights of your founders. And I once saw Sharon Stone on one of those Oprah Spiritual Sundays or whatever it is. And she was a much younger woman, and she experienced a stroke. Had anybody else heard of this? She had experienced a stroke that almost took her life. So it was a near-death experience. And in that turmoil of her life that was Hollywood and, all the discrepancies between men and women and how they were treated and all the angst and anger that she was experiencing, as she was laying there in that state, in that moment of crisis, she felt and heard and saw every person who was praying for her. And I knew that would resonate with you, and I get a shiver when I think of it, because that is the power of this energy, this light, this who we are-ness, when we give it some focus. So now my heart and imagination is captured by watching these monks on their peace walk. It's like they're not doing anything but walking. They're not preaching or even talking. They're just being who they are and letting everybody else do the same. And with them, I get a little bit, there's a stray dog, Aloka, and she's traveling alongside and refusing to ride in the van no matter how sore her paws get. And that name, Aloka, means divine light. And I think this is who and what we're traveling with and as. I'm going to change the subject a tiny little bit. There was a whole other sharing going to be happening, and that's okay. What is happening is right and perfect. I received a little gift from the universe this week. Actually, the both of us did. And all my thoughts for this talk were jumbled together, and we're, even on the way up, I was changing stuff. But it was just like an ordinary day after a very hectic weekend, and both of us were like, we just moved both kids one weekend after the other. So there was painting involved. We painted a whole lower part of a house, and we cleaned right down to the baseboards and in every crack, and moved furniture, and we're like, I'm not 40 anymore. So it's just kind of that kind of a day where you're just kind of, and one of the questions that we ask each other every night is, what was the best part of your day? And I was like, I don't know. And then we were like, oh no, it's garbage day tomorrow. So we scrambled around the house, gathered up all the garbage, and Neil headed out into the colder night and took the big garbage can out. And I'm busy about to go to the bedroom. I'm going to brush my teeth. And he runs in and he says, you got to come. You got to get out here. So I grab my coat and my boots and we head outside. And I am surrounded with wonder and mystery, living light, color, joy, imagination. The aurora borealis. Now, we had literally chased it, got in our car a couple times, going out into the country, getting a little app and seeing if we could find it. We never did. And there it was, right on our driveway. And it wasn't just over a little bit over there. It was like the sky surrounded us with it. And the stars were so bright against the dark. And the lights were amazing. There was this living, changing, moving light. It was, I saw Pegasus. I saw Pegasus. It was like this big wings flying forward so powerfully right towards me. I saw angels, and I'd seen these on people's Instagram and stuff, and I'm like, I don't believe it. But it's what it was. And so it was this sort of a moment of grace and a moment of realization of what light is and what it does and what it is for us in our lives. I saw those angels myself. It was like, oh, there you are. And there's a sense of wonder and awe and humble at the same time. And every cell in my body responded to it. I was that light. I am that light. And what a joy to share it with my beloved. And there are no words, no symbols, just being it. And although I fleshed out the metaphor, I know you have already done that. So in your mind's eye, what is it that light, that moment demonstrates about who we are? That flowingness into different forms, experiencing life uniquely as me in completely different ways, day by day, that new body that Swamini invited us into in the morning. And it's all color, and it's all beautiful, and that darkness that sets it off is a part of it, that contrast that helps us live into it more fully in our awareness. So the final question to move into this day is, what would I love the form of my light to be today? And I'll just let you play with that in your mind's eye. And then, as we focus on our light, we focus our light, the light that we are. We focus it. It becomes like a laser. And as we are focusing that light, and we return to it over and over, back to that focus, I am that. I am. I am that. I am light. Back to that. Back to that. We watch and we see the beauty eternally unfolding as and for us all. And so it is. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. yeah, wow. Wow, what an experience. Like, thank you so, so much. The genuine childlike awe, wonder, passion that you bring to whatever message you're delivering is so powerful. And the animation of being able to experience the light and feel what the light is within ourselves, and to hear you describe, and to have you tie in all the speakers for the month and bring it all together for us. I want you to be here the end of every month. It was so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Whew. And speaking of thank you, this is the time where we say thank you with our offering, our love offering. What we give so generously, and it's interesting because, you know, what form do you want your light to be today? And for me, it was kindness and generosity. And And so here's your opportunity to offer some kindness and generosity. So we're going to pass the heart bowl around, I think, yes. And of course, you can donate online. You can do an e-transfer, donate at unityofcalgary.org. And you can be generous and kind with your heart, if not your pocketbook. So you can always put your love in the bowl if there's no physical item to put in there. So I will invite everyone to stand. We need envelopes. Oh, there were no gifting envelopes put out. Okay. So Deborah will take care of that. And we are going to sing together, Give with an Open Heart. And for those of you who are new here, you kind of follow along. It's pretty easy. I'm going to give with an open heart.
Page 4.
It's page 4 of your booklet. Look at that. Woo-hoo.
So this is kind of like sing along, participate along. So while you're writing and doing, you can also read and sing. And just a warning, I changed the key of this so that more people can actually sing it without just thinking it. I'm gonna give with an open heart. Yeah, I'm gonna give with an open heart. I'm grateful for this moment. I'm grateful for my life. And I trust that a higher power will always be there to provide. That's why I give with an open heart. That's why I give with an open heart. Well, I place my faith in the Spirit, and I welcome each and every day. I let go of all my troubles and worries. A new abundance always comes my way. That's why I give with an open heart. That's why I give with an open heart. I'm gonna give with an open heart. I'm gonna give with an open heart.
I invite you to affirm together our abundance affirmation. Divine love has me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you. And even though all of this has been going inward and contemplating, and let's just take a very brief moment to go within, because Unity Movement is based on prayer. So let us take a moment to bring to mind any person, situation, circumstance that you would like to pray for. And when we say pray at Unity, it means affirm the best of what we imagine for that situation. It could be a celebration of something. It could be seeing peace fill the world. It could mean bringing an end to the conflict that's happening. Whatever it is that you bring to prayer, I invite you to also hold in prayer who we hold, which is Unity Vancouver Island and the Unity Canada Board of Directors. We see them all having the love and support they need to continue cultivating the unity consciousness and bringing the message of unity across our country. And of course, if at any moment other than a Sunday that you would like some affirmative prayer, you can always call the Unity prayer line, 1-800-NOW-PRAY. There are people in the Unity Tower 24/7 who are willing to pray with you. And they even have a recorded message if you feel like, I don't know what to ask for, but I need something. They have a wonderful pre-recorded prayer that you can just listen to, and I use it a lot. I love that. And quickly, what's coming up? Next week, drum roll please, we have our own Neil Thrussell. Next month, the theme is Living from the Heart, and his topic is Living from the Heart in a world that keeps daring us not to. So he'll bring us some tips and ideas for how to keep living in our heart, even when the world wants us to not. February 1st is also our Bring a Friend potluck. So bring your favorite dish, bring your dishes, and bring some friends to share it all with. After that great talk, it'll be wonderful to do that. And we have some connection and growth opportunities. We haven't talked about our Divine Essence groups for a long time. Basically, it's an opportunity to come together once a week in a small group and set intentions and share those intentions and watch the power of what happens when a whole group holds your intention for a week. There's more information on the bulletin board. Another great opportunity is the Lent 2026 Challenge, Releasing and Reimagining for 40 days, spiritual practice. So we will have Lent booklets. You can do your daily reading. Once a week, we'll meet on Zoom and just share what those readings have brought for us. And you can sign up, there's a sign-up sheet on the welcome table, and there's more details about that process there. And next week, put on your appreciation hat. Noah has offered to create some video for us of testimonials of people talking about what their unity experience is like. So I believe he'll ask some guiding questions, and you can answer that. So you can think about wearing your best if you like, so that you can be on camera comfortably next week. And just one at a time, we can go down to the Unity room downstairs and have that opportunity to share your love of unity. And the hopes is that that will be shared in the world and more people will be enticed to come and enjoy it with us. So once again, thank you, Valda, so much for that brilliant talk. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Doug, for your music. And speaking of which,
All right. So I was handed a note that says, "Tell them who you are." So I'm Doug Warren.
No, you're the light.
Otherwise, sometimes known as the Light. Yes. Tina Thrussell. And of course, the one and only Valda. And I think we should give Valda a hand. And while we're doing that, I invite you to say, "You're fantastic." You're fantastic. All right. Thank you, Valda. You really are fantastic. All right. And now I invite everybody to stand. And now this song is in page 1 on your books, if you so choose to read, but it's pretty basic. I think after you hear it once through, you'll have it. It's called Stand, coincidentally, yes.
Is this our closing song?
This is it.
So can we
Hey, well, yeah, let's do that. Might be able to make a big circle, maybe a big trapezoid, or whatever it becomes. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Okay, one more time through. So you gotta make it count. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. You're fantastic. Thank you.
So something about all that love, honestly, I think that's the best we've ever sounded. That was just beautiful. So we invite you to stay and enjoy conversation that matters with people who care. We have some refreshments on the side table. And after that, if you feel called to help us stack some chairs and clean up after, we're always grateful for that assistance. So may you go forth and share your light in the world this week. Thank you for being here. Thank you for those of you at home.